Episode 7 changes the direction of Cape Fear. Instead of focusing on Max Cady's attacks, the episode focuses on how the Bowdens respond after everything they have been through. Finding Nevaeh living inside their walls proves that Max can get closer to the family than they ever imagined. At this point, Anna and Tom no longer believe the legal system can protect them. As a result, they begin considering actions that go against everything they once believed in. The episode also spends more time showing how Max reacts to all of this. While the Bowdens become more desperate, Max remains calm. He almost seems to expect them to make bad decisions. This creates an interesting contrast because the family becomes increasingly emotional while Max appears more patient than ever. The biggest theme in this episode is how fear changes people's judgment. After everything that has happened, Anna and Tom feel trapped. They know Max is dangerous, but they also know they have very little evidence that would allow the police to arrest him. Instead of continuing to wait, they decide to take matters into their own hands by planting drugs inside Max's house. This is a huge moment for both characters. They have spent their careers working within the legal system, yet they now choose to break the law because they believe it's the only way to protect their family. They convince themselves that the plan is justified because Max is guilty of so many other things, even if they can't prove them. The episode asks an important question here. If fear causes someone to abandon their own principles, how different are they from the person they're trying to stop? We may understand why Anna and Tom make this decision, but the episode makes it clear that they're crossing an ethical line. The plan to frame Max is symbolic because it reflects the way the Bowdens now see justice. Earlier in the season, Anna believed the truth would eventually come out if people followed the law. In this episode, she no longer believes that's enough. Instead of relying on facts, she tries to create the evidence she needs. This shows how much Max has affected her thinking. Without physically forcing her to do anything, he has pushed her into making a decision she probably never imagined making before he returned. The break-in also mirrors Max's own behavior. He has repeatedly invaded the Bowdens' privacy, and now they invade his. Rather than ending the conflict, both sides are beginning to play by similar rules. One of the most interesting parts of the episode is how calm Max remains. While Anna and Tom rush to make plans, Max never appears panicked. He seems comfortable letting the Bowdens make their own choices because every desperate decision weakens their moral position. This suggests that Max's revenge is about more than causing fear. He wants the Bowdens to stop seeing themselves as good people. Every time they lie, manipulate someone, or break the law, they become more like the version of them that Max already believes exists. Whether Max is right or wrong isn't the point. What matters is that the Bowdens slowly begin acting in ways that support his view of them. Natalie's story takes a different direction from her parents. While Anna and Tom focus on stopping Max, Natalie wants to understand him. She continues searching for answers about Max, Nevaeh, and her own family, believing that the truth will help everything make sense. However, she chooses to do this on her own instead of relying on the people around her. Her curiosity makes sense because she knows her parents are hiding important information. At the same time, it also places her in danger. Every step she takes away from her family makes it easier for Max to influence her without anyone noticing. The episode shows that searching for the truth is important, but doing it alone can leave someone vulnerable. The biggest reveal in episode 7 is that Max is Natalie's biological father. It completely changes the way we look at the relationship between Max and the Bowdens. Up until now, the conflict has mostly been about a man seeking revenge after spending years in prison. This episode reveals that the situation is far more personal than that. Max doesn't only see the Bowdens as the people who wronged him. He also sees them as the people who took his daughter away from him. For Natalie, this revelation completely changes her sense of identity. Throughout the episode, she searches for answers because she knows her parents are hiding something. When the truth finally comes out, she realizes that one of the most important parts of her life has been kept from her. The episode also reveals more about Max's childhood through scenes involving his father. These moments help explain why Max views pain and revenge the way he does. His father treated violence and manipulation as normal, and those ideas shaped the person Max eventually became. The flashbacks don't ask us to forgive Max. Instead, they provide context. They show that Max's way of dealing with conflict didn't appear out of nowhere. He grew up surrounded by abuse, and that environment influenced how he understands relationships, power, and justice. This makes Max a more layered character. His actions remain cruel, but we gain a clearer understanding of where his worldview came from. As the episode moves toward its ending, the biggest question becomes whether the Bowdens are changing into the kind of people they have been fighting against. Planting evidence, lying, and using illegal methods may seem necessary from their point of view, but those actions slowly blur the line between justice and revenge. This is exactly where Max wants them. His goal has never been to simply win a physical fight. He wants them to question who they are and whether they still deserve to see themselves as good people. That psychological victory is far more important to him than any single act of violence. Episode 7 is less about action and more about difficult choices. Faced with a legal system that can't protect them, Anna and Tom begin abandoning the principles they once defended. At the same time, Natalie continues searching for answers on her own, while Max remains patient, allowing the family to make decisions that slowly pull them further into his game. By the end of the episode, the conflict has changed completely. The Bowdens are no longer simply trying to survive Max's attacks. They're now making compromises they once believed they would never make, showing that Max's greatest weapon isn't violence, but his ability to push people into crossing their own moral lines. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.